But then I show her my ex, and then she changed the subject. Alright, man, so yeah, we back with another video, you feel me? Now, this is the third video in my Female Nature is Human Nature series. So basically in this whole series, I don't know if I ever really explained it, but in this series I basically go in depth about certain female nature traits or whatever, things that are identified as female nature traits. I relate them to how is usually human nature, because female nature is like basically how females respond in the male to female dynamic, okay? A lot of these things that go into female nature are actually just, you know, human nature. It's just more romantically themed, you feel me? So this third video is about social proof, okay? So social proof, what is social proof? Social proof is basically proving that you are a valuable person in society, okay? Whether it's a certain community or whatever, just other people prove that they can like you, okay? I think a big part of hypergamy is, you know, females go after guys that they see are socially proven, which means that, you know, other females like them, basically, okay? A female wants to be able to know that other females will like this guy, okay? When she's debating on, ooh, do I like this guy or not, one thing that might go into her head is, do other females like this guy? If they don't, she might be like, I don't know if I actually like him that much. But if she can tell that other females like him, she'll be like, okay, I think I kind of like him a little more. You know, social proof can work for you or it can work against you, you feel me? It's like when females be talking to each other about this guy, let's say that one female's in a relationship or they started dating this guy, and then they show a picture to her friend group. They're like, what do you think about him? And if one of them be like, ugh, or if they be like, nah, he kind of ugly, then she gonna be like, he might be a little bit ugly. I don't know if I really like him that much anymore, you know, because they're influenced by their social group. But if they're like, ooh, you got something right there, you feel me? If they tell a girl, oh, I like him, he look good, you feel me? That's gonna make her a little more attracted to him, okay? But I feel like social proof can also go into just females knowing that you can possibly be attractive. You know, if you're a generally attractive dude, you might not be her type. Like, let's say that a female looks at me, right, and she's like, he might not be my type because she might like real light-skinned dudes with short haircuts and a beard or something, you feel me? And like real buff dudes, and I might not meet that description, but she's like, oh, he is a good-looking dude, so I can see why other females would like him, therefore I can be interested into him, you feel me? I feel like that also goes into social proof, because your looks alone, how your face looks, how you dress, or like, let's say social media following. Like if you got a lot of followers on social media, or if you got a lot of subscribers on YouTube or something, if you are able to prove that, you know, other people like you or other people could like you, they'll be attracted to you, you feel me? That was in the females aspect, so y'all understand where I'm coming from. Now let's just bring it full circle to human nature. Whether you're a male or a female, everybody knows that nobody wants something that nobody else wants, okay? If you're a person and you see somebody who doesn't have any friends, you're gonna be curious, like, why does this person not have any friends? What's wrong with them? You're gonna think that something is wrong with them. You know, that's how I was in high school, bro. I had like basically no social proof. But I looked good, but I didn't have any friends really. I always sat by myself at the lunch table. If I was just like an average looking dude, or if I didn't look like I took care of myself, a lot of females wouldn't even give me a chance. But some females were like, oh, but he does have a nice looking face and he's tall, so maybe I'll give him a chance, you know? But you know, if I was just an average looking dude and I didn't really take care of myself and I was just whatever, you know, they're gonna be like, I don't know, I probably want to stay away from him, you feel me? Nobody really wants somebody that nobody else wants, because it's like, oh, I must have got the bad end of the stick, you feel me? But social proof can also work as trust, you feel me? Let's say that you a dude, right, and you on a college campus or something, and then, you know, with the females, you be slanging it, you feel me? You be putting it down. And then word gets around campus with all the other females. They're like, oh, Jimmy? Oh, yeah, Jimmy be slanging it. He got that Jimmy, you feel me? No homo, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? And then, you know, they be talking with their other friend groups, and then they see you, and then they eyeing you, and then you like, I ain't even talk to nobody. But you have social proof because, you know, if you put it down with one female and then another one, they start talking. Females gonna talk and people gonna talk in general. So not only will they want to try you out and see what you talking about, what your game talking about, but they also trust you as well, because, you know, trust is a huge part of human nature. You know, people want to be able to trust you, and if you've already proven to yourself that you can smash these other females, then you be putting it down, and that you don't kill them, you know, like you're not a rapist or you're not a bad human being. They're like, okay, I'm interested, and, you know, chances are you could get a lot of hookups, you know, one night stands with a lot of females. I'm not saying that you should go to try to live that life, but I'm just using that as an example. Why does social proof equals trust? Because, you know, social proof means that you have a reputation, okay? And if you have good social proof, positive social proof, that means that, you know, people know that you probably wouldn't want to mess up your reputation. Okay, you'll tread lightly. You'll think twice before you try to do something crazy. So people trust you because they're like, okay, this guy knows he has a reputation. Other people know about him, so I know that he probably ain't gonna do something crazy to me. So you always want to make sure that you on your best game no matter what you're doing, man. Like, always be a good person out here, whether it's with females or just with people in general. You want to always be presenting yourself as the best, you feel me? Always have a good reputation. So let's use an example for humans in general, okay? So let's say that there's two different strawberry trees or something. I don't think strawberries grow on trees, but don't worry about that, okay? Two strawberry trees, okay? Both of them look exactly identical, okay? Nothing looks weird about them or nothing. But one strawberry tree has a long ass line. The other one, nobody's at it, okay? Now you look at these two different trees, right? These two strawberry trees, both of them look fine to you, you know, but you see nobody's at this one, you know, even though it looks cool, nobody's at it. And then this one has a long ass line. If you see a long line, you're gonna be like, okay, this one must be popping, these must taste good, and that other tree, it might be poisonous, you know. I don't know if I'll trust it because nobody's at it, you know. There's nobody there. It might be poisonous, or it might not taste good, or there's something wrong, it's restricted, or, you know, there's something about it that ain't right. So I'm gonna go in this line even though there is no line for this one. I'm gonna go in this line just because I trust it, because all these people in this line is the social proof that this tree must be popping, you feel me? It's the same thing when it comes to basically anything. Like, if you see a restaurant and nobody's inside, you gonna think like, oh, that must be a weak ass restaurant, I don't want to eat there. If you looking on YouTube and you scrolling down these YouTube videos or whatever, and then you see a video that has 1 million views, you're gonna be like, okay, I kind of want to see that, you know? That's why it's super important to get social proof, because when you just starting out something, when you don't have enough proof that you got something valuable in a certain community or whatever, people are less likely to give you the chance. Let's say that you're just starting a YouTube channel, okay? It's gonna be really slow for you to start progressing when you just start, because you have no social proof. You have no proof that you can actually have value, you feel me? But let's say that you got thousands of subscribers, like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Your speed of growth is going to happen a lot quicker than it was when you had, let's say, 10 subscribers, you feel me? Because you've been proven like, oh, a lot of people like me, therefore a lot of people will be more willing to give me a chance, you know? And then you'll start to grow faster. You know, it sounds like it's cold, but it is what it is, and it's human nature, and you gotta get with it, or just complain about it and stay the same, you feel me? Like Steph is cool say, if you complain, you stay the same, G. But yeah, man, you always want to make sure that you representing yourself, and make sure that you always have other people around you that's representing you well too. You got an ugly girlfriend, okay? If you got an ugly girlfriend, I remember this happened to me, right? Okay, so I was talking to this girl, right? I was talking to her about an ex that I had, right? And then she's like, oh, you had an ex? Let me see her. And this girl was really attracted to me. She was really feeling me. And then she was like, let me see this girl. Let me see your ex. And then I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I showed her, when she kept on asking what my ex looked like. You know, I showed her what my ex looked like. And then I knew that my ex wasn't on, you know, the standards that a lot of people put on me. Like, when they see me, they like, okay, you gotta have a fine female. But then I showed her my ex, and then she changed the subject. She's like, oh, so how you doing today? I was like, damn. She basically called my ex ugly without saying it. But you know, that me showing her what my ex looked like, when she saw that I had kind of low standards and she knew that she looked way better than my ex, then she's like, she kind of lost interest for me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she lost attraction to me, because she's like, oh, his standards must be low as hell. But let's say that you have a fine female, right? If you have a dime as your girl, and then, you know, you go out in public with her, and, you know, she real feminine towards you, she treating you right, you know, she ain't complaining, she ain't yelling at you in the middle of damn Cheesecake Factory, you feel me, like Drake, why you gotta fight with me at Cheesecake, you know, y'all remember that song? Yeah, she not arguing with you at Cheesecake, bro. She being real feminine and real, you know, cooperative. She ain't acting like a damn plumb fool in the middle of the restaurant, you know, she treating you right. And then other females are in there watching you come in with this fine dime, you feel me? They're gonna be like, ooh, that's his standards. Because females are competitive. Females are going to want to compete with what you got. So they're gonna be more attracted to you. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, something about him must be really popping to be getting a female that look that fine, you feel me? So that's why a lot of guys realize that they get more females coming their way once they get in a relationship, because females like to be competitive, and females see like, oh, you got a fine girl, I wanna get with you too. That's your social proof. Oh, this fine female like him, it must be something about him that I don't know about, so I'm trying to find out. They trying to find out. That's why they shooting they shot at you. But when you break up with her, when they see you ain't got no females, they will kind of not be so heavy on trying to shoot their shot with you, because, you know, they see that slot is open, therefore they can't compete for it. You feel me? This is social proof. You got a fine female, other fine females gonna shoot their shot with you. You got an ugly female, all fine females gonna be like, oh, something wrong with you must be. You feel me? Social proof is important, so make sure you always representing yourself in the best way possible. Make sure that other people around you are representing themselves well. You know, if they ain't making you look good, if they ain't a good representation of who you are, cut them out your life, bro. Just being real, bro. And, you know, understand, don't hate this. Don't hate this about females. Don't hate this about human nature. You know, just realize that it's the truth. And the most important thing is that you have the awareness and the understanding of this, so you know how to move accordingly, okay? It's not meant for you to be mad. It's not meant for you to be butthurt about it. It's meant for you to have the understanding so you can apply it to your life and you can become a better person. You know, use this knowledge to your advantage, you feel me? So that's what I got for this video, man. Hope you enjoyed it. Like it if you liked it. Dislike it if you didn't like it. But don't dislike it. Leave a comment if you wish. Subscribe for more content from All Seeing Ty. And I'm out, man. Peace.